So the sourcing strategy for Laney and Lou is something that I've put a lot of time and energy and thought behind. It's very important to me that we understand where our food comes from. And we can't always trust packaged food. We usually cannot trust packaged food. So one of the things that I wanted to focus on here was to create a menu that was pretty much 100% built around whole foods, complete foods. And so everything in our restaurant is made from scratch and made here and vegetarian. And then, so that's part number one. And then part number two is that, how are we going to source those foods and where are we going to go? And so I've already had, very strong relationships with local farmers, and because that's how I was eating at home. And there's benefit from knowing where your food comes from, knowing, was that vegetable ripened in the field to have the most nutritional qualities and picked at the right time so that it was ready to be on your plate right away. And oftentimes, if you look at a piece of kale that's from a local farm versus the store's kale may have been picked 2 or 3 weeks before it even hit your plate, and therefore it's losing its nutritional value from the get-go. So for us, I wanted to support local as much as possible, use as many local vendors as possible. So we've done a fair amount of work in the last year developing over 12 local merchants and farmers, from everything from all of our kale to our maple syrup and our honey, etc. And it's been an exciting process, and they all have a value, a core value structure that's very much in line with Laney and Lou. And it's super important to me.